Hello everybody, welcome back. Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition, continuation of my modded Sentinel playthrough. And what we have done, we have pretty much ended on Vermaya, cleaned up as much as we can. We managed to make Vrex to calm down. We didn't have to kill him. And we also told Ashley to shut up. And we also gave Kaden to Captain Kiraki. So what do we got? I got some equipment. Frictionless materials. Oh, that's a bunch of stuff. That's cool. Take all, of course. And now we are continuing on with the mission in the Vermaya. The thing is, I kind of hope that we are not gonna have to repeat this entire mission from the beginning, because that would make me sad. Indoctrinated. Ooh, okay, not good. All our weapons got disabled. And that's a Gap Destroyer, but we can use the powers on him as well, so it's not really that bad. Tali can use this, and Garrus activate this. Okay, I guess the powers that were used against us, they had basically did not work for very long. 1, 2, 3.
Where are the alarms? Intruders!
Well, because the weapon overheats, I'm gonna bring up the pistol. I'm not sure how many enemies are over here. I think we managed to get rid of the worst. They all got powers, so power, dampen, weapons, shield. What was this guy thinking? What was this guy thinking? He was just rushing through. He's like, oh. Is he still alive? According to the game, oh, it's probably marking this grenade over here as something, as an enemy. For some magical reason. I wouldn't be shocked.
They were indoctrinated. What's going on in this place?
Some evil bullshit. That's what's going on. Tali, don't you already have? Yeah, Scramble 10 and Scramble. Okay, so you already fully customized. You only need armor. I needed to make sure. Juggy Wuggy. Oh boy. Okay. Powers. Shield. Weapon. Not bad. Okay, I think I can return back to my assault rifle.
Hello? Is someone out there?
Someone there. Oh, there he is. For a second I thought we lost Garrus.
Stop them! The work must go on!
So you say. Let me guess, you deactivated my weapon now. You probably did. Dampen. No, actually, weapon and then shield. Yeah, I'd rather wait off the after effects.
Draw them out.
Because we enter through here, right? Yes. So now I'm gonna go this way because there are the commandos. Some of them are still functioning. Well, mentally functioning at least. And are not indoctrinated. And it's only this one.
Well, you're not a Gath, and you're not wearing a lab coat. I guess I'm glad to see you. Lieutenant Gonto Imnes of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment, captured during recon. I assume the fleet was called in to destroy the base?
Transmission wasn't clear. Fleet's not coming.
I see. Then you must be the infiltration team. I know the captain. He will want this facility destroyed. My team was altered.
He will be
knew about the
right.
breeding grounds, but the indoctrination is a greater threat, and far more horrifying. I watched good people reduced to mindless husks. There wasn't anything left. Others died during the experiments. I ended them.
Do you know anything about the experiments they were conducting?
They were studying indoctrination. Symptoms, progress. Saren uses it to control his people, but I don't think he fully understands it. I don't know much else. I just saw what it did to the others. Turned them into empty husks. I can't end up like that, please. Let me out.
I'm opening your cell, but then you're on your own.
Don't look back and hope to outrun the blast, A better chance than I had before you showed up. Thank you, human. And good luck. You'll need it.
And you'll need it more.
These look docile. Their minds are gone.
Why did Saren do this? There's just no reason.
Open the doors. Give them a chance to outrun the blast.
Are you sure, Shepard? At best, they might hurt themselves. If there is any sense left in them, they might be directed to harm us.
Let them out. They won't hurt us.
Very well. At least the blast will eventually end it.
It calls, and I must follow.
It never sleeps. I am only what it wants me to be. It is emptiness.
Yeah, it's a shame that they pretty much got indoctrinated. They are pretty much kind of, well, not even kind of, they are mindless. Hardened decryption. Okay, I see an opening. Lovely. Combat optics crossfire. Light Armaturian. Yeah, sure, of course. Now the question is, where should I go? Should I go down the elevator or should I go this way? Yeah, I'm going the right way. I'm going the right way. I should be here. 'Cause there's one prisoner that I can free, I think.
What do you want? I told you everything. Who are you? Alliance, right? I knew someone would come. It tried to break me, but it couldn't. I shut it out.
Slow down. I need to know where you came from.
Private Nano Savat of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment, STG, man. Captured while on reconnaissance 6 days ago. Glad to answer, man. Never any questions from these bastards. Just whispers and poking and cutting. I said anything to get out and get some payback. That's not too much to ask, is it? A little payback?
What did they do to you, soldier?
Experiments, but I don't know what for. The effect of incessant whispering on my shortening temper? Who knows? I just need out.
Something's not right here, Shepard.
If we don't let him out, he's as good as dead. We have to do something.
Yes, leaving me here would be bad. Very bad. It's too small and the noise just won't go away. Whispering is loud, you know? I need to get out. Let me out.
Set him free. It could help us.
Yes, sir. You'll find I am very good at following orders. I should be. I hear them over and over. Why are they repeated when they are so simple? So damn simple!
Rip. That's a big rip. Because for a second, I would think that he is actually, you know, relatively normal. But I guess he was way too far gone. Still communicative, but at this point... there was no rescuing him. But if I didn't free them, the game would consider that as a renegade option. And there should be a Krogan.
Intruders! Get the guards!
Okay, now it works. Can I free him? What? What's this? I can click on this.
This must be where they're researching the cure for the genophage.
Yeah, with all the husks around, and one of them just standing over there as a decoration.
What is going on here? Where are the guards? Where is Sarah?
Saren's not here. You get to deal with us.
No. Stay back. This is important work. This is the glorious salvation of my species.
You're breeding an army of slaves, tools to be manipulated. What glory is there in that?
Are you blind? We have a cure for the genophage. Saren has led us through the darkness to a new dawn. You will not destroy the work we have started.
What is he doing? Yeah, have a lift. Uh-oh. That's not great. Okay, to switch to the pistol. Yeah, that Krogan have activated the power against me. Gemini and Polaris. Don't need that. Okay, I think the after effects of the overload actually... Was it overload? Sabotage? I think it was sabotage. After effects of sabotage have passed. That husk looks bugged, or it was intentional to basically to have like a closer look on the husk in Mass Effect 1, which, quite honestly, you don't really have much of an opportunity. Which you don't really have much of an opportunity to take a look at the husk. You don't even see these guys, you know? Oh, okay, so that husks have activated because Krogan was let in. I see, so it was okay, I think I see what's going on now. No. I can tank it. That lady.
Don't
right.
Shoot. Please, I just want to get out of here before it's too late.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Who are you?
Ranathanoptis, neurospecialist. But this job isn't worth dying over, or worse. You think the indoctrination only affects prisoners? Sooner or later, Saren will want to dissect my brain too.
I thought this was a breeding facility.
Not this level. We're studying Sovereign's effect on organic minds. At least that's what I assumed. Saren kept us in the dark as much as possible.
You helped him and you didn't even know why?
I didn't have the option of negotiating. This position is a little more permanent than I had expected. But I can help you. This elevator behind me goes to Saren's private lab. I can get you in. See? Full access. All of Saren's private files. Are we good? Can I go?
What were you studying here?
It's that ship, Sovereign. It emits some kind of signal. Undetectable, but it's there. I've seen the effects. Saren uses it to influence his followers, to control them. It's called indoctrination. Direct exposure to the signal turns you into a mindless slave, like the Solarian test subjects. But there's collateral damage, too.
What do you mean by collateral damage?
Sovereign's signal is too strong. Spend too much time near the ship and you feel it, like a tingle at the back of the skull. It's like a whisper you can't quite hear. You're compelled to do things, but you don't know why. You just obey. Eventually, you just stop thinking for yourself. It happens to everyone at the facility. My first test subject was the man I replaced. Now I just want to get out of here before it happens to me.
Why is Saren researching this? Isn't he the one controlling it?
The signal comes from the ship. It makes us obey Saren, but I don't think he controls it. Not exactly. I think he's scared it might be affecting him. Indoctrination is subtle. By the time the effects become noticeable, it's usually too late.
Tell me more about this signal.
Signal's not exactly the right word. There is some kind of energy field emanating from the ship. It changes thought patterns. Over time, days, maybe a week, it weakens your will. You become easier to manipulate and control, but it's a degenerative condition. There's a balance between control and usefulness. The less freedom the subject maintains, the less capable it becomes.
I'm gonna blow this place to hell and gone. If you want to make it out alive, you better start running.
What? You can't. But I'll never. Ah!
You enjoyed that, Commander.
Like you wouldn't, Garrus. Average decryption, okay. Let's see. Damn it. Punisher, all the weapons that I don't need. Ah, shoot. I forgot to sell items to the vendor. That's fine. I'll deal with it. I'm supposed to sell some items. Manual override. Binary Helix has reassigned me to the new project under Saren's directive. After my tenure at Peak 15, just being able to see the sun every morning is a welcome change. Though there's a different kind of chill in this place. Saren latest acquisition, a warship called Sovereign. It's unlike anything I've seen. This signal it emits... Hold on. A piss. Sorry about that. I thought it's something important. Saren latest acquisition ship called Sovereign is unlike anything I've ever seen. The signal it emits, the indoctrination, it defies our understanding of biology. It's as incredible as it is terrifying. We had one of the captured STG operatives strapped to the interrogation chair just a few days ago, resolute that his captain would rescue him, proud to die for his cause. But within less than a week, he is walking the halls and unwavering devotee to Saren. The speed and efficiency of this transformation fills me with a morbid fascination, yet I cannot help but wonder about the long-term implications. Why would I even notice if I started affecting me too? The thing is, you wouldn't. That's the thing. I'm sure she's not a constant trouble. Yeah, I bet she's not. I bet she's not gonna have anything to do with Krogans in certain mercenary group.
Commander, look over here. It's another beacon, like the one on Eden Prime.
Well, I have Decipher, so now I can possibly decipher the meanings behind... Why do they keep the freaking Krogan chambers down below? I can probably absorb the knowledge of this one better. And that's how Shepard have contracted the brain rot.
Shepard, are you okay?
This is not good.
Oh no shit, Garrus.
You are not Saren.
What is that? Some kind of VI interface?
Rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
I don't think this is a VI.
There is a realm of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it. I am beyond your comprehension. I am sovereign.
Sovereign isn't just some Reaper ship Saren found. It's an actual Reaper.
Reaper, a label created by the Protheans to give voice to their destruction. In the end, what they chose to call us is irrelevant. We simply are.
The Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago. You couldn't have been there. It's impossible.
Organic life is nothing but a genetic mutation. An accident. Your lives are measured in years and decades. You wither and die. We are eternal, the pinnacle of evolution and existence. Before us, you are nothing. Your extinction is inevitable. We are the end of everything.
By the way, I'm gonna allow Sovereign to talk through this entire thing without many of my interruptions, because this is one of the most crucial moments in Mass Effect history.
There is an entire galaxy of races united and ready to face you.
Confidence born of ignorance. The cycle cannot be broken.
Cycle? What cycle?
The pattern has repeated itself more times than you can fathom. Organic civilizations rise, evolve, advance, and at the apex of their glory, they are extinguished. The Protheans were not the first. They did not create the Citadel. They did not forge the mass relays. They merely found them. The legacy of my kind.
Why would you construct the mass relays, then leave them for someone else to find?
Your civilization is based on the technology of the mass relays. Our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
They're harvesting us, letting us advance to the level they need, then wiping us out.
What do you want from us? Slaves? Resources?
My kind transcends your very understanding. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness. You cannot even grasp the nature of our existence.
Where did you come from? Who built you?
We have no beginning. We have no end. We are infinite. Millions of years after your civilization has been eradicated and forgotten, we will endure.
Where are the rest of the Reapers? Are you the last of your kind?
We are Legion. The time of our return is coming. Our numbers will darken the sky of every world. You cannot escape your doom.
You're not even alive. Not really. You're just a machine, and machines can be broken.
Your words are as empty as your future. I am the vanguard of your destruction. This exchange is over.
Commander, we got trouble.
Hit me, Joker.
That ship's Sovereign? It's moving. I don't know what you did down there, but that thing just pulled a turn that would shear any of our ships in half. It's coming your way and it's coming hard. You need to wrap things up in there fast.
This console's been disabled. Orders, Commander.
Let's head to the breeding facility. Joker can pick us up after we set the nuke.
Alright, let's go. Like I said, conversation with Sovereign is like one of the most crucial things in Mass Effect trilogy, because it basically finally highlights the Reapers. You finally show them and what we're gonna deal with in the future of the series. And of course the line, you exist because we allow it and it will end because we demand it, just absolutely threatening and terrifying. Wait, do I have someone in the inventory? Oh yes, I do. Tsunami, medium armor human, of course. I guess I'll take it all. I guess.
Returning from your position, dear, to Phil. Looks like Shadow kicked a sensitive spot. Alenko, head them off. Hold them.
More than sensitive spot. Okay, there goes the Krogan. And he activated the power, son of a bitch. Game, would you kindly use my power? Oh, that was not my power. Never mind. Yeah, you're gonna go flying. As a matter of fact, you're literally gonna go flying because I'm gonna push you. See ya. Okay, another guy. Yeah, look at him flying. What can we do against this guy? Dampen, shield, weapon. Their sprinting animations are actually very, very goofy. They're ridiculous.
That turret could punch some nasty holes in the normal.
Are you gonna use your powers? How are we gonna deal with you? Because you're already traveling. That is not a very comfortable position, to be honest. Yeah, I know I can deal. No, English, by the way. I know I can do with you. You can lift you, and then push you into space. See ya. Okay, this is the moment. This is the moment. Disable the powers, disable the weapons, disable the shields. Didn't really work as intended, but it worked nonetheless. What do I have in the inventory? Katana, combat, tungsten. Yeah, just the typical. Another turret. Yeah, rocket is an ability, so we're gonna dampen, shield, and weapon. A Colossus 10, please. No, of course not. Anything down below? Nope. Supply container, high explosive rounds. Which would be something that would be great to use if I had a crossfire, because with crossfire, with double scrambler 10s and explosive rounds, it's technically the strongest assault rifle you can ever build. And that's not even a joke. It basically shreds Saren on any difficulty. By the way, the turret that they are using, if I can take a look at it, at least from the profile, the turret that they are using over here, that is actually a texture for Javelin Sniper Rifle that can be used in Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. It's basically the gun.
Look out! They followed us up!
They did? Well, now they won't.
Good work on the gun, Shadow team. Now it's our turn.
Get wrecked. I can't save my game? I should be able to. Oh yeah, there we go. But the second game decides to be stubborn and be like, nah, you cannot save right now. I remember in Mass Effect 1, I used to give Garrus sniper rifles in my very first playthroughs. Boy, was that a mistake. I truly believe
That's
it was a
it.
mistake.
We need to clear the gate and set those charges.
There goes the weapon, at least the weapon number 1. Jeez, would he kindly stop doing that? Freaking frogs. Look at all those Krogans. A literal army of Krogans. Maybe not army, but that would definitely be problematic.
Charges set. Everyone bunker down. Bunker down.
All right! Nice work. That's one less thing to worry about. Commander, I'm bringing us in. I'll get as close to the site as I can.
In the meantime, I could look for the loot boxes anywhere. But I don't think this area do have a loot box. I think the only thing that it has is a Normandy flying in.
Commander, sounds like the Solarian teams are taking heavy fire. We better hurry.
Get that nuke offloaded and over to the thermal taps.
Aye, aye, Commander. Bomb is in position. We're all set here.
Commander, do you read me?
The nuke is almost ready, Lieutenant. Get to the rendezvous point.
Negative, Commander. The Geth have us pinned down on the AA tower. We've taken heavy casualties. We'll never make the rendezvous point in time.
Get them out of there, Joker, now!
Negative. It's too hot. You can't risk it. We'll hold them off as long as we...
It's okay, Commander. I need a couple of minutes to finish arming the nuke. Go get them and meet me back here.
Up to the AA tower. Move!
Still the same team. Nothing changes. It's kind of a weird place to suggest replacements, by the way. Oh lordy. Okay, I can lift you and send you to space. Alright, one down. There's another froggy boy. Right, my powers are still not very active. Okay. Go to sleep. Go to sleep before you're gonna die. Now when it comes to you, I'm not gonna allow you to use your powers, so I'm just gonna disable you all over. Nice. Get wrecked. Apparently there's one more. Did that Krogan that I have sent to the space is actually still alive? Maybe he is. Maybe he is. Tungsten, scram rail. Yeah, I'm gonna take all. I'm gonna sell some items later. Even though I don't really need to, I have like 20 million credits. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely... You did survive. It's right there. Wow, okay. Color me impressed. There we go. Now he's gone. In this case, this was a mercy kill because, well... if I didn't do that, he would get nuked. And in this case, it's actually better to just... you know, swipe the slate clean when it comes to this guy, at least. Ooh, great. Medium armor, mercenary 10. At least I could check it. It's a shame that I cannot put the Mantis armor on. It's a medium armor too. That sucks. It was not Assassin, Liberator, Mercenary. Mercenary has way higher shields, but it has 6 points less when it comes to tech and biotic protection. Not sure if that 6% is actually gonna be worth it. How does it look? That is actually almost exactly how the Colossus armor looks like. And I am not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, that's a medium armor, so I can't even put it on. What do I value more? Because the overall damage reduction is good. I think I'm gonna switch to Scorpion regardless, because it simply got that 6% of anti-tech and biotic protection actually speaks to me.
Reinforcements. We better hurry.
Chief, we just spotted a troop ship inbound to your location.
It's already here, and is bleeding Geth all over the bomb site.
Can you hold them off?
There's too many! I don't think we can hold them! I'm activating the nuke!
What are you doing, Chief?
Making sure this bomb goes off, no matter what! It's done, Commander. Go get the lieutenant and get the hell out of here!
You don't have to tell me twice.
Belay that. We can handle ourselves. Go back and get Williams.
Alenko, radio Joker and tell him to meet us on the AA tower.
Yes, Commander.
You know it's the right choice, LT.
Of course it was. Oh, that would be so mean.
I had to make a choice.
I understand, Commander. I don't regret a thing.
I also don't regret my decisions, and I get a Paragon for that. In other words, I still win. Yeah, I already have the maximum Medigel, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh boy. Yeah, that destroyer. Going to get to it. Power, weapon, shield.
Commander, you need to move fast. We can't hold these things off much longer.
Okay, that actually scared me a little bit.
Watch the corner! Suppressing fire!
You dare. Saren is not wearing his robes anymore.
This has been an impressive diversion, Shepard. My Geth were utterly convinced the Solarians were the real threat. Of course, it was all for nothing. I can't let you disrupt what I've accomplished here. You can't possibly understand what's really at stake.
Because I have a mod called Saren Stages, we can see that he basically looks differently every single time we encounter him. He looks differently when we see him first in Eden Prime. Then when we have a conversation in the Citadel, he looks a little bit different. Now he has armor on, but without his signature arm. Because his signature arm is actually an effect of indoctrination and implantation. He already got blue eyes, so there was already some beginning of that.
Why are you doing this?
You've seen the vision from the beacons, Shepard. You of all people should understand what the Reapers are capable of. They cannot be stopped. Do not mire yourself in pointless revolt. Do not sacrifice everything for the sake of petty freedoms. The Protheans tried to fight, and they were utterly destroyed. Trillions dead. But what if they had bowed before the invaders? Would the Protheans still exist? Is submission not preferable to extinction?
Do you really believe the Reapers will let us live?
Now you see why I never came forward with this to the Council. We organics are driven by emotion instead of logic. We will fight even when we know we cannot win. But if we work with the Reapers, if we make ourselves useful, think how many lives could be spared. Once I understood this, I joined Sovereign, though I was aware of the dangers. I had hoped this facility could protect me.
You're afraid Sovereign is influencing you. You're afraid he's controlling your thoughts.
I've studied the effects of indoctrination. The more control Sovereign exerts, the less capable the subject becomes. That is my saving grace. Sovereign needs me to find the conduit. My mind is still my own, for now. But the transformation from ally to servant can be subtle. I will not let it happen to me.
Why are the Geth following Sovereign?
They believe Sovereign to be some kind of god, the pinnacle of their own evolution. But the reaction of their deity is most telling. It is insulted. Sovereign does not desire the pitiful devotions the Geth hurl at it. They are just tools, and no amount of belief on their part will change that. But as tools, they are useful. They will survive the coming invasion. If organic life is to survive, we must also prove we are useful. We must work with the Reapers.
So such a good antagonist, I can really understand his perspective. Yeah, everybody could, but the thing is, he wants to. The thing is, he wants to subjugate him. He wants to subjugate everybody to basically join the Reapers, which is pretty much what indoctrination does to begin with. But he doesn't understand that in the way that he thinks just doesn't impress the Reapers. It doesn't impress Sovereign. Sovereign already has his mind pointed in, and he knows what are his goals and what he needs to do to achieve them. Saren is just another stepping stone, unfortunately. He wants to protect, but in the end, he just becomes just a muppet. He just becomes the tool of the Reapers, and he doesn't even notice that. When he notices that, it's kind of already too late to do anything about it, unfortunately. Technically speaking, there is no bad villain in Mass Effect. Every single antagonist that we are encountering is absolutely amazing. Sovereign is this basically incorruptible machine that basically brings death behind him. Then you have, I wouldn't say the Collectors. I wouldn't say the Collectors are necessarily the villain, because Collectors are basically an army of Sarens, if you think about it. You have Harbinger, which he's just as much as relentless, only he's even worse. He's even more dark. He's even darker than Sovereign would ever be. And then you also have Elusive Man, which I openly count him as an antagonist, a person that simply searches for so much power that it takes control over him instead of him controlling the power. I mean, is there any other like major villains? I think that everybody else at that point is a villain. I wouldn't count even Geth as a villain in this game, because they're basically following Sovereign because that's what they believe is right to do. Krogan, I wouldn't even count Krogans as a villains. Batarians maybe, because mostly they hate on everybody, they try to destroy everybody even though they are freaking weak. But yeah, technically speaking, in this game there's not really any bad villain. You're gonna need to be like, you're gonna really need to have some really good writing to top Harbinger in Mass Effect 5. You're really gonna have to, like, it's shoes that are possibly not really. I don't think there's a capability of filling those shoes. There's just to be the exposure of Harbinger through Saren, through Sovereign, then through Collectors, to finally him showing himself at the end of Mass Effect 2, and then through the entirety of Mass Effect 3, and even him landing on Earth, the entire presentation of who Harbinger is just unbeatable. I don't think it can be beaten. I really don't think so.
Tell me why Sovereign needs the conduit. Tell me what it is. Maybe we can find a way to stop them.
The conduit is the key to your destruction and my salvation. Sovereign needs my help to find it. That is the only reason I have not been indoctrinated.
Yeah, this game has basically layers. When it comes to villains, it has layers of villainy. Like, there's always somebody in the back actually pulling the strings. But the thing is, the higher you step into ranks, the more intimidating the villains actually are. Like, you have Saren, a person that simply betrays the entire Citadel and takes Geth under his control, allegedly. Then we figure out that it's Sovereign that is taking control of Saren, and then you find out it's not even Sovereign that was the main issue, because there were a lot more darkest son of a bitch way in the far dark corners of the galaxy. So just layers upon layers that you uncover as you play the game, and it's just, you know, when you see the Harbinger is actually the evil guy, it's super terrifying.
Sovereign's manipulating you and you don't even know it. You're already under its power.
No, Sovereign needs me. If I find the conduit, I've been promised a reprieve from the inevitable. This is my only hope.
You know what's my hope? The Paragon check.
Together we can stop Sovereign. We don't have to submit to the Reapers, we can beat them.
I no longer believe that, Shepard. The visions cannot be denied. The Reapers are too powerful. The only hope of survival is to join with them. Sovereign is a machine. It thinks like a machine. If I can prove my value, I become a resource worth maintaining. There is no other logical conclusion.
You were a Spectre. You were sworn to defend the galaxy. Then you broke that vow to save yourself.
I'm not doing this for myself. Don't you see? Sovereign will succeed. It is inevitable. My way is the only way any of us will survive. I'm forging an alliance between us and the Reapers, between organics and machines. And in doing so, I will save more lives than have ever existed. But you would undo my work. You would doom our entire civilization to complete annihilation. And for that, you must die.
Okay, Sarah, what are we doing? Powers, weapons, shield, the classic. We got a destroyer. Wow, okay, Garrus, refresh the powers, because we are gonna get hot in here. That was a close range grenade too. Are we gonna get a cutscene right now? Yes. Activated the powers as the cutscene. As the cutscene will click in. Glad that the game didn't crash. Huh? Oh no, Ashley. She's sacrificing herself. What a brave soldier. Damn, I hope she's gonna survive this somehow. There's gonna be like a miracle of black magic or biotics or hidden tech powers.
All right, everybody, hang on.
Oh no, she's dead. Anyway.
I can't believe that Ash didn't make it. How could we just leave her down there?
We could. I just did that.
Williams knew the risks going in. She gave her life to save the rest of us.
But why me? Why not her?
Because your skills are more useful in Mass Effect 3.
It wasn't your call, Alenko. I had to choose. I chose you.
But if I'd done my job, you wouldn't have had to make that call.
It wasn't your fault. It wasn't my fault. The only one to blame here is Saren.
Yes, ma'am. We'll get it done.
Commander, excuse me for interrupting, but I have an idea. I think the beacon you found in Saren's base was similar to the one you found on Eden Prime. It may have filled in the missing pieces of your vision. I might be able to help you put all those pieces together.
I just thought of something that next time that Shepard's embracing eternity, you know, to clarify the visions with Liara, instead of like seeing the, you know, typical pictures from the Protheans just being annihilated and whatnot, Shepard witnesses the Skyrim intro. Ah, you're finally awake.
You want to join our minds again, don't you? Okay, go ahead.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Even better, instead of witnessing all of this, the Shepard just witnesses all the Billy Mays commercials in fast forward. I'm not gonna lie, I wish there was like replacement mod, like some kind of a joke mod for to replace like those cutscenes. I would love that.
Did the vision make any sense to you?
It's a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the Reapers, but the warning came too late.
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research. Ilos! The conduit is on Ilos! That is why Saren needed to find the Mu relay. It is the only way to get to Ilos.
How come you never told us about Ilos before?
The Mu relay links to dozens of systems and hundreds of worlds. How was I to know Ilos was the one we wanted? Without the cipher, the images in your visions were never clear. Only now do I recognize them as landmarks from Ilos.
We need to get to Ilos.
Forget it. The Mu relay's inside the Terminus systems. Alliance ships are not welcome there. Neither are Spectres.
Except in novels, it shows he's a bit of a dick. I mean, he's a villain, so it actually makes sense. But Saren was never like a fully good person. I mean, he hated humans for starters. One of the more loud evidences of that is his mission several years back with Captain Anderson, in which he basically, I think he blew up something and caused a lot of human casualties, and then he blamed it on Captain Anderson, and that's why Captain Anderson was not the first Spectre, because Saren basically screwed him over.
The conduit's on Ilos. That's where Saren's heading. I'll be waiting for him when he gets there.
Saren will have his entire fleet orbiting Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You must alert the Council. We
Let's
need a
not.
fleet to... I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
We're done here. Dismissed.
Commander, there's a convoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council. You know, to warn them about Sovereign.
Set the link up, Joker. They need to know.
Joker sounds so
Patching it through.
sad.
Commander Shepard, I'm pleased to see your mission on Vermar was a success.
Saren is formidable enough without an army of Krogan serving under him.
the Krogan would have served Sovereign, a Reaper.
Yes, we saw mention of this on your report. Sovereign, Ascension machine, a true artificial intelligence. This news is quite alarming, if it turns out to be accurate.
Sovereign's a Reaper. Saren admitted it.
He's playing you, Shepard. Saren still has contacts on the Citadel. He probably saw your earlier reports. The ones talking about your vision and the Reapers.
It's highly possible Saren is using false information to throw you off balance. Our own intelligence has never turned up any corroborating information.
Sooner or later, you're gonna have to take something I say on faith, Counselor.
Try to see this from our perspective, Commander. Saren is a threat we can recognize. However, as far as we know, the Reapers only exist in your visions.
Our decisions affect trillions of lives. We cannot act on the accusations of a single person, even a Spectre. Not without solid evidence.
The Council cannot take any official action here. That is why we created the Spectres. You have the authority to act as you see fit.
If you truly believe Sovereign is the real threat, you must take whatever steps are necessary to stop it. And Saren.
Good luck, Commander. From all of us.
Alright, it is time to make a hard save of the game. And basically take a break. Ladies and gentlemen, people of YouTube, hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you did, like, share, subscribe, ring a bell, leave a comment, all the good stuff. Links for everything are gonna be in the description below. People of the Twitches, I would say that the ads are probably already running. So enjoy the clips, and I'll be back right after the outbreak is gonna be over. Right back.